Hyde Park, the best hood in Upland.
Hyde Park,
got it locked from La Brea to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
so come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play. Stacking the upex from all the treasure we're hunting. Dragons keep the properties coming. Newcomers get help and they love it. Giveaways all the time and we love it. UFC NFL where we rumble. Race track in the hood got constructed. Hyde Park is stunning. If you don't agree, then you can go. The best hood in Upland. Yeah,
Hyde Park,
got it locked from La Brea to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
so come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play. Hyde Park, the best hood in Upland.
Hyde Park,
got it locked from La Brea to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
so come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play. Stacking the upex from all the treasure we're hunting. Dragons keep the properties coming. Newcomers get help and they love it. Giveaways all the time and we love it. UFC NFL where we rumble. Race track in the hood got constructed. Hyde Park is stunning. If you don't agree, then you can go. The best hood in Upland. Yeah,
Hyde Park,
got it locked from La Brea to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
so come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play. Hyde Park, the best hood in Upland.
Hyde Park,
got it locked from La Brea to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
so come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play. Stacking the upex from all the treasure we're hunting. Dragons keep the properties coming. Newcomers get help and they love it. Giveaways all the time and we love it. UFC NFL where we rumble. Race track in the hood got constructed. Hyde Park is stunning. If you don't agree, then you can go. The best hood in Upland. Yeah,
Hyde Park,
got it locked from La Brea to Venice Ave.
Hyde Park,
so come round here with respect, or you might get a shuriken to your neck, or a roundhouse kick to the face. The ninjas don't play.
Hello, everyone. Happy Thursday. Welcome to the stream. This is the SC Kicker and the KO Ninja coming at you. KO, how you doing out there?
Hey guys, what's going on? I'm doing good, healing up. My PT's going better every day. Um, actually walked around the house without the walker today, so that was good.
Very nice. You been out of the house at all?
I got out yesterday just a little bit. Had a few meetings and stuff had to go to, so yeah, I did get out a little bit yesterday, so that was good.
I still remember that first time actually leaving the house after that surgery, and it felt great. I did in-home therapy when I had it done, so I didn't get to leave the house for, man, I swear it was like a week and 3 days. It was crazy. Felt like a cooped up ninja.
Yeah, I
It
definitely
was
felt
like
a little cooped up, but we're
it's
getting
like
out there, so.
flashbacks of COVID.
Yep,
So,
yep.
well, we got a lot going on today, so we're going to get right at it. I know we got some really cool Metaverse racing in Upland. We've got UFC picks are going to be coming up, so there's a pretty big card. We've got the NFL picks are live, and that'll kick off tonight. Don't forget we have weekend games Saturday and Sunday this week too. So whether you're playing fantasy or if you're doing the pick'ems here in the Hyde Park Ninjas hood, make sure to get those picks in today. I think those games kick off around 8 o'clock. And then we're also going to be going over 3 mistakes to avoid in Upland today. So we got a jam-packed schedule here. And I think we're going to hit up some racing first. Is that right?
Yeah, I know some of our racers today have some things going on, so I think we're going to try and knock this out quick. So let me
Priorities,
get a
guys, priorities.
so let me get a race going here. We will do the Hyde Park Hammer. Should we do the hammer, or should we do something else with maybe more turns?
Let's see. We can do. Uh, I'm not fussy. I just saw there were a couple new tracks that opened.
Well, where is actually Master Chef? They're holding a competition right now at Castle Run.
Yeah, Castle Run, the Citadel, and that's in Kansas City, I believe. Let's check that one out.
All right, let's do Castle Run today. Let's see here. No AI, we're gonna do private server. No entry. Alright, so that's weird. Oh, it won't let my I was gonna do my go-kart. It won't let me do that though.
Oh, is that going to be a specific track?
I think you gotta do carts only.
Oh, gotcha. Guess you're doing a van.
Yep. Alright, got the van going. I got the code. The lobby is open. Alright guys, so if you're watching, hopefully Laban, Maui, Caesar, Jensen. I know you guys wanted to race today.
And congrats, Maui. You won the NFL picks this past week, I believe, too. For anybody joining in today, make sure to hit us up in the chat. Let us know where you're chiming in from today. What's the weather like in your area? Is it starting to get cold out there? We're a little bit nippy today here. I think we woke up and it was about 29, which is a little bit cool for where we are. How's the temps up your way, KO?
Yeah, it's a little chillier. Um, All right, sweet. Yeah, temperature definitely dropping. They were calling for some snow here the last few
Oh
evenings,
man,
but we haven't got any. It was like 23 last night.
I think we're supposed to get down to 24 tonight. That'd be, I think, the coldest it's been so far this year. So it's crazy to say that being from Buffalo. That's probably close to the high
Yeah.
there right now, this time of year.
I'm sure there's quite a bit different. All right, we got Caesar in.
All
We got
right.
Caesar. I know Laban, Maui, and Jensen were wanting to get in. All right, so there's 5 minutes on that clock. Laban
There's
is
Laban
in.
just popped in there with his Series T. And once we get all the spots filled up here, we can roll the dice.
Yeah, so we've got 3 more spots. 2 of those were for Laban and Jensen, although if I'm sorry, Maui and Jensen. So if they don't jump on, I will open it up to some other people here in about a minute.
Awesome.
We're gonna give away 2 things today. All right, good. Maui's
Maui's
in.
in. Got
Um,
4.
we are gonna do 2 prizes again. I think if I'm not mistaken, Laban took the
The
Bigfoot
Bigfoot.
last week. So I have 1 more Yeti to give away um, from Max Life. And so Max Life is producing these, and they're super cool looking. I got to keep 1 Yeti for myself, which is really cool. And then we're giving away 1 Yeti and 1 Bigfoot. We gave away the Bigfoot last week. And then I've got a Ninja Duck Explorer also to give away.
Very cool.
Uh,
Giving up a Ninja Duck.
Giving up the
Speaking
Ninja
of
Duck.
Ninja Ducks, check out Laban's
Laban does have one.
driver.
Hey Maui, you won a Ninja Duck last week. Just shoot. I don't think I gave that to you yet, so just shoot me an offer on any of the Ninja Ducks in my Block Explorers to make sure that you get yours.
Congrats, Maui, to you. Won on the NFL Pick'ems. Who won the? I can't remember who won the UFC Pick'ems, but I think it was their second week in a row.
Dread Beats.
Oh, Dread Beats. That's right. Yeah, 2 weeks in a row. So congrats there. Can he make it 3? We got a big card this week too.
This weekend's a great card. I'll pull that up after our race here.
That's Patty. Is Patty fighting this week?
Yes. Yeah. I can't stand him, so I hope he loses this
I hope
week.
he loses too. Not a big fan.
I'm a fan of the Irish. It's just Connor and Patty. I don't like
Yeah,
them.
I agree.
Man, it's nothing against the Irish, it's just against them. They
I just
I
don't
don't know. I
like the
don't
guys that talk too much crap.
the cockiness, and I know what they're doing and selling the show, selling the fight. But
Seems like it goes overboard too much.
it does seem a little bit overboard. Laban
Gotta
says
like
it's his
when you're at
turn.
that level, act like you've been there before, right? Be humble. I don't know. It drives me absolutely crazy.
We'll see, Laban. For as much of the fights and stuff as I watch, I rarely win the pick'ems.
Yeah, I've been on a little bit of a dry spell myself. I think I won 2 weeks in a row and then I haven't, or no, that was football actually.
All right, let me open this up.
Ooh, Maui says it's 14 degrees there, so about 15 degrees cooler. And that's actually pretty warm than over the last few weeks.
Oh wow, 14.
That's chilly.
Holy moly.
Do you guys have any snow out there, Maui? All right. Looks like
Kachow's.
we've got 4 in the race so far.
I think Kachow is trying to get in.
Okay,
Says it's
cool.
loading. So, ooh, 30 seconds left. Well, this could be it here.
Oh, Laban said minus 14.
Holy moly, Celsius.
That's cold.
Holy crap, yeah, that's insane.
Man. Oh, minus 14 Celsius? Wow.
That's what it says. That's insane.
That's like freeze your nose hairs off cold.
All right. So it looks like the race is started.
Do we have to roll the dice here?
Well, all right, so we have to roll the dice for a second. You need to roll a 2 or a 3.
Okay, let me get over.
Gotta roll it quick. All right, we're gonna do 10, two giveaways. One is actually gonna be for first place, and then the other is gonna be for second or for third for either Maui
Let me get my dice cam
uh,
here.
or for second or third for whoever takes second or third.
All right, so here we go. A 1, 3.
All right, so first place and third place are going to win. I'm gonna try to stay in the very back, so I'm out of it. All right, should be. The fact that it's taking a minute might mean somebody might get kicked out,
Uh-oh.
but that could work in somebody's favor. You never know. All right, has it
There
started
we
up yet?
go.
All right, there we go.
It just started. Perfect
Helicopter.
timing.
Oh, why is it stopping?
Oh, paused.
No.
Oh, man. Game is currently being synchronized with server.
Laban, Maui, Caesar, are you guys still racing? Or are you having the same issue I am? I don't think I've ever had that happen. Hmm.
Maybe there's snow on the track. Yeah, I've actually not had this happen before neither, I don't believe.
Caesar, Maui, and okay, they say they're still racing.
Awesome.
Laban and Maui, is yours working?
Maui says yeah. Caesar says yes. Laban's
All
probably
right,
driving,
so
so he might not respond. No.
all right, well, if you guys will take a screenshot of the leaderboard when it's done.
Yeah, let us know when it finishes too, because we won't be able to see it.
All right, well, sorry guys, we'll come back to that. I guess we'll just. Oh,
There we go. Everything just froze up.
I'll just
Caesar is
go.
in first right now, it looks like.
Well, hopefully I'll get a screenshot here in just a minute
Well, I
and be able
guess
to say,
while they're finishing up the race there, we'll kind of wait since we can't see it. Neither can our viewers. We've got the NFL Pick'ems start today, so to start tonight. So, what do you think of the card this week? There's some interesting games, especially given the like the rankings right now. I know the AFC is super tight. Our Bills actually have a chance to get in there, and some of the rankings can drastically change this week with different teams losing or winning. So you got who do you guys play in Green Bay? Do you guys have Tampa Bay this week? Green Bay, Tampa Bay, I believe.
yeah, I think they're playing in Green Bay, so we should have advantage there. And Packers have just been hit or miss this year. You just don't know if they're going to
Yeah.
show up or not. So that's a bummer. Um, Here to
We
the racing really quick. We actually didn't specify this. They're asking who gets what for first and what for third. So here, let's actually get the dice out again because I forgot to say.
okay.
So let's see. If you roll a one, let's see. How do we decide who gets what? If you roll a 1, 2, or 3. Okay, no, if you roll an even, then the first place will be a duck, and the third place will be a yeti.
All right.
And
So
if you roll an odd, it'll be opposite.
all right. So even is the duck for first
For
place.
yeah.
Okay. It's odd. It's a 1.
Okay, so it's gonna be the Yeti for first place, and then it's gonna be the Ninja Duck for third.
All right, so Yeti
All right.
for
Sorry, guys, I
first,
forgot to specify that before we got going.
and third is the duck.
Yep.
Okay.
Alrighty. All right, we got that taken care
Cool.
of. Yeah, NFL. Packers are kind of just you just like that song, don't you?
I do. I am just hooked on it now.
That's funny. Um, yeah, Packers are kind of out of it, so eh. Titans are kind of out of it, so my two teams are bleh.
Titans
Your
had a
Bills
big
have
win
it.
last week, didn't they?
They did. They played okay. All right,
Can't remember.
so looks like Caesar got first place, and he got a Yeti, which is pretty cool. So now I just need to know who got in third. It's either Laban or Maui. Might get two Ninja Ducks there, Maui. Da, da, da. Actually, I'll give you a choice since you won a Ninja Duck last week. Either 5,000 Upix or the Ninja Duck. Oh, you get one Ninja Duck from last week, and then you can choose to have a second Ninja Duck or 5,000 Upix. I'll give you the choice. Awesome. Yeah, and then who do your Bills have this week?
So let's see. This week we got a really tough game actually. We're playing Dallas, who's been on fire,
Oh, that's right.
and we need this win. Kind of excited because the Jets are playing Miami. Love to see the Jets pull off that upset, which
Be
I
a
could
big
see
upset.
that happen. The Jets defense has been playing better. So let me see who else. I know Denver. I think Denver's got a tough game. I think Denver's got the Lions. So I'm hoping that Lions, I love the Lions anyways. I was a big Barry Sanders fan as a kid. Phenomenal running back, one of the best in my opinion. You got, who's been coming on kind of hot is Cleveland actually. And Cleveland's right up there. They're 8-5. They've got Chicago this week. And then Kansas City's got New England, who New England's actually been playing a little bit better too. So I would love to see Kansas City dump another game. I saw they just got someone on their team just got suspended too. I think they got popped for 6 games
Oof.
for domestic violence. So,
Come on, people.
yep, you got to do better than that.
Man, that sucks. All right, so I got the UFC card pulled up here real quick. We can
Oh,
just
nice.
quickly run through that.
Yeah, let me scooch over there.
Mm,
There it
There we
is.
go. So real quick, won't spend too much time on this, but a big fight this weekend between Leon Edwards and Colby Covington. I'm pulling for Leon Edwards in this one over Colby. I mean, Leon's just been on fire the last year or two, and I feel like Colby's going to come out a little rusty. He's a big trash talker as well, so
Mm-hmm.
not on my list. There was a big fight that got canceled, the Ian Gary and Vicente Luque, or however you say it. That was a big fight. It actually got canceled.
Oh,
I'm not too familiar with these guys. And then you've got Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, one of our favorites here on the channel.
he just got
Um,
promoted recently to 7th degree, I saw.
oh, nice.
Yeah, Steven's a good fighter, good guy.
Yeah, we got Tony Ferguson versus Paddy Pimblett. In my opinion, you've got Tony Ferguson, which is he's kind of on his way out. He's actually his trainer the last couple of fights has been David Goggins,
Oh,
um, which I'm torn on because David Goggins is known for his just insanity in his workouts and his insane endurance.
mm-hmm.
Which endurance is a crucial part of fighting, but it seems like that's all he's focusing on. Or at least that's the majority of what he's focusing on is just endurance training. And I don't know, you need a lot more than that. Um, You know, I actually agree with like Sean Strickland's uh, form of training, where he actually pretty much just spars. Um, like you have to train for what you want to win at. So if you want
Hmm.
to win at endurance events, then do endurance training. If you want to win at fighting, you need to fight. You know, you need to spar. You need to be on the mat. Um, Boxing, kickboxing, jujitsu, rolling, wrestling. You need to be spending 90% of your time or 80% of your time doing that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. And plus Tony's been kind of just hasn't looked great his last few fights. But then you got him going against Patty. I don't think Patty has ever looked phenomenal. He's pulled out a lot of wins. Um, his last win was very controversial. Um,
Yeah.
and I do not think he won that last fight. So it's been interesting. But so not a big fan of Patty, so I'm pulling for Tony on this one. However, I don't know. I think Patty could pull the win out on this one. So
Yeah. I'm
uh,
definitely pulling for Tony. We'll see what happens with it.
on the prelim card, you've got Josh Emmett and Bryce Mitchell. They might bump that up to the main card since that last one got canceled, because those are two big names right there. They're moving their way up the ranks. You've also got Cody Garbrandt on the
Oh, I didn't know
prelim
he was on this
card.
card actually.
Yeah, so
Hmm.
I mean, even the prelim fights are good. Early prelims, I don't know these guys very well at all, actually. So maybe Cody Durden, I've heard
Durden.
of
Yeah.
him.
Durden.
Um, so anyway, should be a good night of fights for sure.
Very cool.
So if you guys don't know, most of you guys do uh, free UPICs up for grabs with our NFL pick'ems, UFC pick'ems in our Discord. Join at the link below. Um, and you can earn the UPICs, which is the in-game currency of Upland. So if you want to learn more about Upland, you can go to our Upland for Dummies series that we created and just get some crash courses on what Upland is and how to play the game, and some smart strategies to go along with it. So all that in the description below. All right, so we got UFC picks. You want to jump into the three mistakes?
Yeah. Let's hit it up. So I know we've made our fair share of mistakes starting
Just a
out.
few.
And what's it been? Almost 2 years now? Coming up on two
So
years, right?
so January will be like 2 years.
Yeah, because I know we started on our holiday break. We actually had some downtime to do things, and that's kind of when we got kicked off. I remember. Well, I'll tell you what, though, man, we have honestly learned so much. Off over the last 2 years, we learned a ton, and a lot of that, just like anything, comes through making mistakes, and you get better from there. And I think probably one of the biggest things I think is just over you know overpaying for property, just buying properties where you're overpaying. And I know when I got dropped into the game, I think I was in like Cleveland or Detroit. I think it was Cleveland. I got dropped in the middle of nowhere, and it took me forever to figure out how to get from Cleveland to a different place. It was nuts. And you take the buses and stuff and learning how to use the routes. But I overpaid so bad on properties. My main goal was to get I think it was the street collection was the first one.
Yep.
I haven't even heard that term in so long. It's been so long since we've got those. But the street collection, and I overpaid. I bet you I paid 3 times the amount that I should have paid for that. Easy. How about you?
Oh yeah, I mean, so I was just getting Maui here, Upix.
Where's your street
Um,
collection?
well now, so if you guys haven't used it before, I've used the Upland Optimizer. I think it's uplandoptimizer.net or .com or something like that. I'll have to double check that. Grom Brindle made it. Um, and so I used that, and so now my collections are optimized. But in the beginning, I did the same thing. I wanted three on the same street, so I was in Nashville, and I found like I didn't even really know like what minting was. So I just found these properties for sale. I went back quite a bit later after looking at it, and like I mean I think I paid like 3x of what they were minted for, and
Yeah.
there was like still some available for minting, like right there, and um, so I ended up selling those, taking the loss, and reinvesting that UpX. I did that quite a bit from mistakes I made the first year. You know, in my opinion, not financial advice, but some of the properties I went and I realized I had overpaid for, I went ahead and sold them, at a loss, um, because I wanted to reinvest that UpX into better earning properties
Yep.
and just kind of take the hit, but then in the long run, it pay off with getting better earnings on the with the UpX. So I think just definitely not knowing how to search for good deals and overpaying for properties is it's gotta be most people's number one mistake in Upland.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and you just don't know. You just don't know. And then uh,
I think
quick
related to
distract.
collections too, because I've noticed this recently. As I was going through looking at my collections, I've got some collections that are unfilled. So I think I had stuff, from way back that was maybe up for sale and it sold, and I didn't realize it was in a collection. So now I've got unfilled collections, which also means, you're losing out on that potential boosted income. So, just another thing to think about there. That could be a big mistake because you're dropping your monthly earnings.
Yeah, and I'm not a so I did that in the beginning too. I went and overpaid for collection properties. Um, and um, so they I'm not a collection collector. I'm an UpX earnings collector. Like I'm all about getting the collections for the earnings. So I only buy, like, I will mint the collections like I just did in Miami. Um, or I will go and look for undermint opportunities in collections to get the bonus boost. So that's really what I'm interested in. I know some people just like to get collections and stuff. I'm just interested in boosting my earnings. Laban asked, "How did we do with the collection reveal in Miami?" So Laban, I struck out. I minted 10 properties, I think, total in Miami. Struck out on all of them, but it's okay. But I did go mint South Grove. I had to dump all my UpX in there, but you got a 2x earnings on all of the properties there. So I did go and mint there and got some really good added earnings to my monthly yield. And then I plan on going back to mint roads as soon as I get enough UpX because it's a purple collection, but it's a 1.89 boost. So it's really close to that 2x boost.
Yeah.
Um, and to be able to go mint that for UpX, so first, I'm getting UpX by flipping properties from USD to UpX. So I'm getting a good percentage on that UpX. And then you go take that UpX and put it into a nice boost, like a 1.89 boost. Um, to me, that's the most efficient way to grow your earnings, grow your account, and things like that. So not financial advice at all. That's just what I do.
Yeah, and for me, collections, I've got the Miami one, obviously at the 1.25 boosted. I was able to pick up Flagami and Shenandoah South, Silver Bluff, Rhodes, East Little Haven, and I did pick up South Grove. I ended up picking up most of these after announcements for collections. South Grove, I did get lucky, and I had one in South Grove that I got for a really good price, and that worked out well. So I only had to buy two, and I actually got really lucky. I was able to pick one up for 77%, I believe, on the secondary. So I was excited about that, and then just picked up another one this morning to fill that collection. So I was excited to get that South Grove. I wanted to buy more. I mean, the properties they were pretty expensive in some of those areas. And I figured South Grove or the one next to it was going to be a collection. I was really hoping on that. I think it was Birds Grove. I thought for sure that one was going to be. So I spent some UpX over there. So
That
I
was like the
burned.
most expensive little spot.
Yeah, it was crazy. So I was a little bit bummed. We might have to build like a super node there to get that one into collection status with all the UpX we spent. But yeah, so I'm excited about that. I mean, just in the boosted earnings, I think South Grove is 7,000 for Upix Boost. Uh, East Little Haven was 3,500. Rhodes was 3,500. Silver Bluff 3,300. Shenandoah South was 3,300. And then Fulgami was a little bit lower. That one was 1,600. Still a purple boost though, so that's really good. So there's quite a bit of Upix earnings just off the bonus alone. I think pushing up close to 15,000 at least. So actually a little bit higher, probably closer to 22,000 in boosted ink or in bonus just for
Yep.
having those. So that's really cool. I think this is actually the most. I think this is the most collections I've ever got with a city release, city opening so far to this date.
Well, if I could go back in time, and luckily I actually did not blow a lot of Upix on the release. Um, I actually minted the cheaper areas.
Mm-hmm.
So I had a lot of Upix to go left over, but I kind of thought Miami was going to sell out a little bit more. I think the prices were a little high for that, so it ended up not selling out.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
but man, now you can go back and you can mint purple collections and orange collections, which is crazy. I mean, if you have that opportunity, I mean, go for it because that especially like a year ago, that was not like a possibility.
Oh yeah,
Unless you like got lucky on the release.
man, Caesar killed it, and Flagami,
Oh
he had
yeah,
11 in there. It looks like.
nice. And you can still mint Flagami.
I
Um,
believe so.
yep, I'm looking at it right now. So you can still, guys, you can still go mint Flagami. You can still go mint Rhodes, South Grove. A couple of these was it Shenandoah South? Was that a collection?
Shenandoah South was. I had 3 that I minted in Shenandoah North, so I had to go and buy Shenandoah South.
Yeah, you can get. Looks like you can go mint there. Let me see if those are FSA.
One of the areas was FSA. I can't remember which one it was.
I don't think these are.
Might have been Flagami. Was it Flagami or Silver Bluff?
Okay, so you got like some in Shenandoah South, some are FSA, some are not.
It's amazing. Every one of these releases is kind of unique and different. And, I feel like every city release, you learn something new. And I know we learned some stuff, and we might have a video coming out on that. Some of the things that we learned in this particular release and picked up on after 2 years being in Upland. So that's pretty exciting. And I think one of the important things is they release stuff. Just kind of watch the way it's done and try to learn from it and get better with it rather than go out there and complain. I don't remember who it was. I saw somebody on YouTube out there just complaining about Miami and the release, and it drove me absolutely crazy to the point I had to turn it off and unsubscribe. It was that bad. And it's have a positive spin. Have a positive spin. So you could have focused that effort on getting some good collections and, raising your boosted incomes. And I know I raised my boosted incomes up a lot for my monthly earnings this one. So I was
Yep.
really excited about it. So
Yeah, the game is evolving and people don't like change. Uh, I think that has something to do with it. The strategy that worked, a year and a half ago is not quite the strategy that works now. Um, but that's just like
that's
real
life.
life. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
like with our personal business, I mean, you have to adapt. You have to change. If you don't, you get behind. We
100%.
actually we learned that lesson with our business with like social media. We actually were way behind on social media um, because we just kind of refused to adapt. This was well over a decade ago, but we were just slow, very slow to adapt, and we lost out because of that. And it took us a long time to catch back up, and we're doing great now with it. But so I learned from that, man. Don't be afraid to change. Don't be afraid to adapt and grow and evolve. And I think and that's what Upland's doing. You can see it. You can see it with this release, with all the new things, the burn mechanic, the Miami passes, um, uh, the badges that are coming out with the releases. I mean,
Hmm.
they're adapting and adding new things. And I think the one thing that's bugging people the most is the higher prices of properties. Um,
Especially for lower tier cities, it's a little frustrating that they're that expensive.
it did seem a bit much, so I will give them that. You
Yeah, if
know,
I had to pinpoint two things, that would definitely be one, and I think the other one, is definitely the treasure hunting. I know that's got some
treasure hunt
feathers ruffled.
treasure hunting, yes. I I kind of saw the writing on the wall when Sparklet was released. I mean, they
Yeah,
just can't give out Spark forever for free.
agree.
And
But like you said, adapt. I mean, I guess we're used to that in our industry because as growing up fighting, you adapt or you lose. So, you get into a match where you lose, you got to learn how to adapt and get back on the wagon, right?
yeah, exactly. And you can look at it a few different ways, right? Because yeah, we didn't get to get as many properties because they're expensive, but man, as far as earning opportunities, you can go mint a 2x orange collection right now. I would have died to have that opportunity. I guess the last time that did happen was Bel Air. I actually did mint Bel Air.
Hmm.
That was the last opportunity, besides getting lucky in a city release, that I was able to go mint an orange property, which was
Yeah, I
well
think
over a
Bel
year.
Air, that was my first one too, I think.
So people have the opportunity right now. I know it's a lot of UPIX, so it might be out of reach for some. Uh, but if you have the opportunity and you have the UPIX, you can go mint a crazy earning properties.
Heck yeah.
So I mean, there's a negative and a positive to it,
And I think
for
that
sure.
kind of leads into another one of the, like the three mistakes. And I think now, especially with all the new things that have come out within Upland, you got to you got to pick, what area you want to focus on and find your niche, for what you're interested in. And whether it's, racing, are you into block explorers? Are you into the, FIFA legits? Are you into NFLPA? What are the things that, resonate with you? And take those things and kind of roll with them, and just focus on those things. And maybe it's totems. Maybe you're big on totems and some of the stuff coming with protein or
Protem.
proton, protein, protum, all that stuff. So,
Prot.
um, but yeah, you just got to find, what works for you and go with it, work on one thing. So sometimes, I know early on 2 years ago, there wasn't as many things going on. So, you could be into treasure hunting and all these things all at the same time, but it's very, very difficult now. I find for myself, I'm having to isolate some of the things that I'm more into. And I'm into the racing. I really like the racing, especially as it's gotten more competitive. You can, stake UPIX against others. And I've just had a great time networking with Dak and Mass Chef, and they're doing an unbelievable job. So big shout out to them for all the stuff they're doing with the URL and bringing it to the forefront and making it exciting. And I think that's the big thing is, this is the time we want to make things exciting and have fun with it. And that fun might be different for everybody. Some people might be into racing. Some people might be more into the martial arts stuff that we got coming. So everybody's got their own flavor.
Um, yeah, I was just responding to Laban. Same for me. Trying to get UPIX for roads. Um, yeah, you've got. So, what would you say are your what are some things that you're not involved with Upland that you decided to not allocate time and UPIX and money towards? And what are some things in Upland that you prioritize? Maybe your top 3 or 4 things that you do prioritize.
So that's an interesting question. So things maybe that I was involved in that I'm not anymore, or things that I just never got involved in.
Could be either just things that you've decided to not get involved with. Because you're right, we have to pick and choose now, which is one of the mistakes. In the beginning, we're trying to do everything.
Hmm.
I was trying to get the FIFA, I was trying to get the NFL, I was trying to get all the cars, and um, man, the totems, the blockings. I mean, you're trying to do everything, and you're just spread thin. You end up not doing very well at any of them, and
Yeah.
um, so yeah.
I
What kind of things are you into?
so I think I think some of the big ones that I've kind of knocked off, not really being involved in that I was early on, would definitely be the NFLPA and the FIFA. And I, this is not a, I don't put this on Upland, to be honest. I don't think they really have any control of it. I honestly think that the NFL and NFLPA and I think FIFA, I think they've done a horrible job of promoting their products within the metaverse. And this is going to be the metaverse is here to stay, whether it's Upland to Central Land, whichever one it is, it's here to stay and it's not going anywhere. So I think that they're really missing out on an opportunity. And in my opinion, they're kind of upsetting people that are big, followers of NFL and FIFA. There's so many people involved in like FIFA and excited about that. So that's one of the things I've really steered away from. And I don't buy any legits for FIFA. They make great burners. I use them for burners every day. And the same with the NFL. I am holding on to my NFL. I'm hoping that maybe they'll come to their senses, just because some of the things I am seeing within in real life, the NFL has done a pretty good job of, getting the NFL teams out to other countries, where we're not as big of a sport, like going to London every year and playing. I think weren't they in Germany this year as well? I think there was a game in Germany.
Yeah, I
And I
think
don't
you're
know if
right.
you saw it. I saw this yesterday when I was getting my hair buzzed. They are going to be playing in 2024. They're going to be playing in Brazil. First NFL game in Brazil. I saw that pop up yesterday on ESPN or one of those channels. And so I think they're taking some steps forward. We'll see what they'll do with it. But I think they're missing a huge opportunity. We're doing more with NFL pick'ems and stuff in our Discord than NFLPA is doing within all of Upland. And
Yeah.
there's what, 30,000 players? I mean, it just I don't it doesn't make sense. And it's not like they don't have the employees that someone could focus on that. I mean, they're too big, right? There's so much money within the NFL. I don't know. It seems like you could put someone ultra focused on that that's into that realm and make something really cool of it. Even if it started out something small, start something and build, because you've got all these people that bought NFL legits and they're sitting in our wallets with nothing to do with them. They're just kind of sitting there with no use case. So I think some of that's on them as a whole.
Yeah, I mean, I think because they did have the competition this year. They did reward some of the older people that have been holding the legits for longer, like the older legits. They did
Mhm.
reward those players a little bit. There's still not a whole lot to do yet. Theory,
I think
maybe
there's a way
they.
they could do fantasy. I know they tested some stuff last year and it didn't really matriculate. I think it was like 3 players, but they had to be on the same team if you held the legits. I think that's how that worked. But it just seems like there could be so much more they could do that would, get people to buy more of the NFL, PA legits.
I yeah, I totally agree with you. I wonder if they're waiting until like the next bull run, right?
Could be.
Because I mean, you look at uh, so I came into Upland with crypto profits from the bull run, right? So that's kind of where I got my start.
That's a good point.
Um, and that's really the only reason I was able to inject some capital, um, into Upland in the beginning, kind of get me started. Um, so you know, maybe they're waiting until the next bull run to and the next onloading of a bunch of players because it's been pretty static. The last what would you say, 12 months?
Oh yeah, for sure.
As far as like user growth and stuff like that, maybe just a little bit of growth. But I mean, even with the crypto right now, crypto is up, and man, people are going to have some profits and
Yeah.
be able to inject them and looking for places to to put their UPX. I think Sparklet will help with that. I think Sparklet will bring some eyes and attention. You've got all of these games and NFTs that are selling tokens and selling NFTs, and they're getting all this recognition on YouTube channels, and Upland has got nothing yet, as far as like public recognition on big channels.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't know. Maybe I really hope to see some more utility from those from NFL and FIFA. Um, I
Maybe they're
I
waiting
do,
until more cities are open too. So, I mean, you got Miami is open now. Now is there going to be a Miami Stadium pop up? Could be possible.
yeah, and you know, bringing more. So I'm wondering if like, man, you're right. There's so much they could do. Like if I went to a certain stadium, like I like the Titans. So if I was at the Titans stadium, maybe like during the game, right? So they play on Sunday at 1 o'clock, I think. So between the hours of Sunday at 1 and 3, if I could bring my Block Explorer to the stadium
Mm-hmm.
and have an opportunity to purchase or be in a drawing for, you know, Titan legits at that stadium at that day, and you can only get those legits on that day at that time, and they won't be offered anywhere else. I mean, there's a lot of cool things I think they could do um, to incentivize people to buy. It's just not happening yet. I think it's coming. When we don't know, Upland's coming soon.
Yeah.
Uh,
It would be
timeline.
kind of cool that, that spawned some thoughts. And I think we've talked about this a little bit within the entertainment industry with music and stuff. So how about having where they have like a weekly contest? So you go to XYZ Stadium for whichever team that you like, and the top bidder for one specific legit that would be sold, that the highest bidder would get that legit, and that would give them the opportunity to have a front row seat from a camera that is in the owner's box, watching the game from the owner's box. I mean, that would be something kind of novel, unique.
That'd be
I feel like,
huge.
yeah, people would bid on that, right? I mean, that'd be pretty cool. Or maybe you're right there. Maybe they put a camera right on the bench. You're sitting next to Josh Allen.
I'm telling you,
I mean, there's definitely some cool stuff that could be done.
for a company out there or whatever, I'm telling you, you can sell. Right now, you're limited to sell. What does the stadium hold? 50 to 150,000 people.
Yeah, depending on the stadium.
Man, the stadium.
College stadium a little bit bigger, probably 120,
Okay,
but
so you're limited to 120,000 people. You put cameras on the sidelines or hanging from the stadium.
yeah,
You now can sell millions of tickets,
heck yeah.
even if you sell them cheap. Even if you sell them like $50 a piece. To be able to put your headline. To be able to sit next to your favorite pro.
Yeah, 100%.
Golly, you can sell millions of those tickets.
Man,
And
the players could do that because they do that. What is it? The mic'd up.
yeah.
Maybe you put a camera on of them, and you get to run
Um,
live time with that player running up the field, taking the hits.
oh, now that's
How cool
that's
would that be?
crazy. Attach it on their helmet or something.
Yeah. You could put some of that haptic stuff in the uniforms and you could feel it. Feel what it's like to be a pro.
Oh, that's hilarious. Oh,
So
man.
there really are so many different things that could be done. Just got to be a little creative with it.
Yeah. And
So
like I said,
NFL, if you
maybe
need some ideas, reach out to the ninjas. We'll hook you guys up.
we got lots of ideas. Um, but I wonder if they're working on stuff in the background and they're going to release it in the next bull run when there's a plethora of extra capital and funds that in people's accounts and stuff like that. So, because you launch something in the bear market, geez, no one has the capital to blow on it.
Yeah,
So I
definitely.
don't know. I don't know. Just a theory. So to not overbuy on properties, or pay too much, which I'm using upxland.me. The UpX World site is down right now, so upxland.me. You can use that site to make sure that you go in there and make sure that you're getting a good deal, that you're not blowing your UPIX or your USD, and then make sure that you kind of find what you like in Upland and kind of dive into one or two niches. My focus is on uh, property earnings. That's probably my number one focus, my number one priority. And then after that, right now it is totems. I got 7 totems, I think. So I am gonna, because I want to earn the protem and the stem. So I definitely am gonna focus on that. Um, and then I'm minorly interested in the cars and block explorers. I would say block explorers are last. If I like a collection, if I like a particular set, I will go after it. But I have to really like it. If I'm kind of meh, I'm not going to pursue it very much. Cars, I'll only get them if I can mint them or if I get them at a really good deal. Um, that is more of a speculation play at the moment. So I do have a few up for sale in my shop, but um, they're not at the floor price. They're priced a little higher. I want to keep them unless someone wants to, pay a little bit extra for them.
Yeah.
Because then I can go buy another one. But so anyway, so property earnings, totems and cars and block explorers. That's kind of my focus in Upland. That's my personal interests. But I know some people that go hard on the NFLPA.
Oh yeah.
Uh, more people that go hard on the FIFA. Um, and that's their thing, and they're successful with it, and they're profitable with it or they just enjoy it. Um, so yeah, that it's just not my cup of tea. So find find your don't try to do everything. Find your niche, find your thing that you like and dive into there. Don't overpay on properties. And what was our third mistake
Well,
to
I know
avoid?
we kind of got derailed when we started talking about NFL. I went on a rant there for a second. I apologize and didn't really answer your question, but I like the racing. I've always liked racing, watching like drag strip racing and stuff like that. I wasn't as big
Mm-hmm.
on the round around cars because just gets boring, the same thing over and over again. But I've really had a lot of fun with that, and a lot of it is just the community and some of the people that are involved in it too makes it more exciting. And then I think probably one of the other things that I'm honestly most excited about, and this kind of hits on some of the stuff that we're doing, is I am super pumped about the layer two
Mm-hmm.
and some of the development that's coming with that. So that for me is a big driver personally. I'm really excited about that. And if I had to pick one more thing, I would say really the community. I've had a really great time interacting with other people that I feel are successful, and I think we're both kind of similar in the aspect that if there's people that are negative, we steer away real quick because I don't want that rubbing off on me or any of our team. So, finding the right people to mesh with, and some of your players like More Cheese, Ben has got a really great mindset and sticks to the plan. Shaq Dillon, Dak, Mashup Jim over, or not Jim, Too Stupid to Win. These guys have done a great job, TML, over the years doing different things. So those are the people we want to surround ourselves with and do big things. So, and then we've got a lot of people, just within our own Hyde Park community, like Caesar, Laban, Maui. Everybody's out there building in different ways, but they're all headed in the right direction. Um, and I think as individuals, we all have areas where we kind of peak and we do really good, and then there's other areas that we're still working on and perfecting, and we're all different that way. I know we had was it Millen on a week ago or 2 weeks ago, and another guy's got he's a little bit newer to Upland, I believe, maybe only 9 months in or something, but he's got a good positive outlook, so. It's been a lot of fun, and I really do enjoy working with the community and helping each other to get stronger in different areas. And I know from our side of it, my side of it personally, if I have something that I'm weak at, I'm going to find somebody that's better at that, and I'm going to go to them and say, "Hey, do you mind helping me?" And we reciprocate that in different ways. So the community has been a big part of it for me, and I've really enjoyed meeting so many great players and positive people in general.
Yeah, and of course I'm our Hyde Park Ninja project, which is a very long-term big project. So uh, that's our number one focus. I was more on the just as far as the Upland gameplay, um, kind of there. So, but yeah, the community is awesome. The community, I wouldn't have been into racing if it wasn't for the community. All these events, fundraising, um, racing events, different community events. Really, we went to Upland, we went to Vegas. Which I never thought I would do that
No, for
uh,
a game.
for a game. Never thought it, but it's different. Man, you get to know these people. You get to be friends with them. You get uh, it's just nothing, not like anything I've been a part of outside of our martial arts community before. So it's been cool.
And you can turn it into another revenue stream too. There's a lot you could do with it. So,
Yeah, you can just play to play.
mhm.
You can create a bit. You can, if you are entrepreneurial, you can create a business. You can um, work a side hustle, secondary income. I mean, you can do that if that's a goal of yours, or you can just hang out and play and have fun and collect stuff if you're a
Yeah,
collector. So, um, Caesar just picked up a Rhodes prop, 80% markup in USD. He sniped it, he said, and got the collection completed. Congrats,
nice.
Caesar. I'll be keeping my eye open as well in there. Um, Trying to get my personal growth chart like yours. Yours just looks pretty darn solid. Picking up those under mint properties.
Nice job. Congrats.
Um, did we say the third mistake yet?
Oh, so the third one, we were talking about this a little bit. It's just falling into the FOMO trap. When
Uh,
you got these big purchases coming up like stock cars, totems, sometimes you don't have to get caught up in all the hype. And a lot of times you can find better deals afterwards. So be patient.
I I have fallen into the FOMO trap
Oh, yeah.
so many
Stock cars.
times. I still fall into it. Um, I used it to my advantage this time. I actually did sell a totem, um, in order to mint that last property in South Grove. Um, but I got well over a 3x
Hmm.
on what I paid for the totem. Um, so I was happy with the return on that, and then flipped it into a high earning property. Um, I had enough totems that you know, I wanted to. I think I have enough to work with. So I did end up getting rid of one of the totems, but I sold that totem for well over a 3x.
That's amazing.
And some of the older totems are selling at mint or under mint. So if you if something releases and you don't get it through the luck of the draw, right? Then um it don't don't buy it on the secondary 2 hours later.
Right.
You know, if you can wait a week, wait 2 weeks, better yet, wait a month. You know, People are gonna want to dump.
Yep.
They're gonna want to get rid of it, um, and you'll get it at the original price or just above or maybe below. If you have the patience. I think patience is what is the
That's the
mistake.
key. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I overpaid for a few cars. I know I've overpaid for and one of my other totems I overpaid for. Um, and that's recent. Those are recent mistakes.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
uh, it's always trying to work on that self-discipline and self-control.
And again, none of this is financial advice. This is the way that we play our game and our personal views. And you kind of hit on it when you said you sold that totem for like a 3x. So, as you're playing this game too, it makes me think of like assets and liabilities, right? And where did you sell the totem? It was a totem, I think, a gorilla
Yep.
or something.
Yep.
And, where that maybe is kind of like a liability because it's not making anything right now. There's no return on the income yet. It could be later on, so it's more of a collectible.
Yep.
But you turn it into more of like an in-game asset where now you've got that collections that's earning a boosted income. So now it's building into into your portfolio within the game. So it's kind of like an example of in-game assets and liabilities, kind of. You know,
Yeah.
those or the totems, are they going to be worth anything? We don't know. We have no guarantee on that. But right now in today's economy within Upland, that property with that boosted earnings is going to bring you more monthly revenue.
Yep.
And that all can change, it could all change tomorrow. We don't know over time. I know the boosted earnings are going to go down a little bit.
Well, I mean,
It's been a
shoot,
while.
it has been a while. I know some people are speculating the beginning of the next year,
Hmm.
actually. Those the earnings dropping. But so don't, be ready for that, people. It could happen tomorrow, it could happen in 2 years from now, we don't know. Um, it could also go up. It doesn't say it'll always go down. Said they would adjust it up and down. Um, so that's an interesting
Yeah,
part to it.
100%.
I did forget to mention one of my other priorities, and that is actually collecting Spark.
Mm.
I am not a competitive treasure hunter at all. I don't, and I even stopped doing it for the block explorers and stuff, just for time. I only do standards. Um, I try to get one Spark chest a day. It doesn't always work out like that. Kind of average zero point 0.1 Spark a week, give or take some, and do my check-ins. Um, I actually just hit a milestone yesterday.
Mm.
I just hit 13 Spark
Oh, nice. You're way ahead
yesterday.
of me.
Um, and that was, and again, like as far as investment side, I feel slightly diversified, heavy on the props, um, time spent on collecting Spark is an investment. Cars, those could be valuable. Um, block explorers and the other stuff, you know, I don't have my hopes up too high on those. Or I was listening to somebody the other day, and they were like super bullish on block explorers. They were massive collector. They had hundreds, if not thousands, of them. Um, and so who knows? Maybe that could be a huge thing. Um, so I do also feel like I am heavier in some areas for sure,
Hmm.
but also slightly diversified um, as well. So that um, oh, I just sold a property. But yeah, so um, anyway, that's how I play the game. That's how I think about it. You have to experience it yourself. Get out there, experiment, try some different things for yourself, and see what you like.
Definitely. Well, hope everybody enjoyed the content today. I know we had a lot of fun with it. Congrats to all of our winners, and we'll look forward to seeing you guys at the next one. We'll have some more racing going on, some more updates, maybe a couple other mistakes that you could potentially avoid. And we've got a couple other cool videos that'll be coming out this week as well. So we'll keep you guys posted. Make sure to click the link and subscribe if you're not. And don't forget to like the video as well. And for next week, what do we have? One race, so we'll have two more giveaways for that. So excited about that.
Yes. Now, also, if you go back to our last video, it'll be our one from Tuesday on martial arts comedy movies. Uh, Comment your favorite comedy martial arts comedy movie in those comments to get entered for 5,000 epics that will be given away next Tuesday. Um, so again, that's our last video. You must comment your in-game name and your favorite martial arts comedy movie. I know there's already some good comments in there, so make sure you go get yourself entered by going to that previous video. And then you want to have a giveaway next Thursday as well?
Yeah, we'll definitely do one next Thursday.
What do we got to comment on this one?
Comment your favorite thing about today's stream and what
Ah, there you go.
things, you know, maybe what things that you like to participate in Upland.
Yeah, or like, yeah, what are your niches within Upland that you like? You know, I like that. What did you like about the stream? Any of those things we just said. You like the stream, or what is your top niche or focus in Upland? What do you enjoy? What do you like? Uh, what have you dove into? So Jimmy Jester says they call me
They
Bruce.
call me Bruce. Yeah.
Bruce Wayne?
Bruce Lee, I hope.
Bruce Lee.
Yeah, gotta be Bruce Lee. Yeah. Come on now. This is the Hyde Park Ninjas. It's gotta be Bruce Lee.
Bruce Lee, Bruce Wayne. I don't know, Bruce
Oh,
Wayne,
Bruce Wayne. Yeah, could be that too.
Batman.
I didn't think about that. Batman. All right. We also just kind of we've got some interesting stuff coming up too on uh, martial arts and superheroes. So watch out for that as well. We got a lot of really cool stuff that's going to be coming up. So make sure you guys stay up to date on your Hyde Park Ninja stuff, and don't forget to get your picks in for NFL. That those games do start tonight. Really good UFC pick 'em card this week. Go Stephen Thompson, hoping for a win there, and love to see Tony take the victory over Patty. We'll see how that one goes. So it should be an exciting card. I don't know if I'm going to get to watch this one. I'm going to try to. We have a lot going on this weekend with holiday parties and different things, so it's going to be a busy weekend. But I think that's it. So until the next one, keep building your upland and just have fun in the metaverse. Keep everything positive.
All right, guys, have a great one. We'll see you next time.
All right, ninjas are out.